Right now, say I want Josh Taylor and get the Josh Taylor fight because he paid for it. That's right. So anybody on that pipeline right now, that's a big deal.
I talked his ass, but the same day that James Tony came in and signed the contract. Wow. So I'm talking to Bobo on the phones like this. Look, I got Zab on one phone, I got James on one phone.
But it's Crawford gonna do before. He's gonna beat Sean. Everybody listen, he's gonna beat Sean. He's gonna beat Sean. He's gonna beat Sean. Yeah, welcome to Black Eye Media Room. This is AKA the Apostle. Let's talk sports, y'all. And we're gonna tap in. You know, we had a post fight on Saturday, but you know, people had had time to settle down and reflect. You know, and maybe kind of digest what we saw over the weekend, and process what we may be seeing going forward. So that's what we're here for. This is Monday, our Monday edition of Boxing Talks, Boxing to DC. What up? What's going on, y'all? Talk to me. You know what I mean? So just to, hash back on what we all saw what happened. Canelo won the fight rather easy, dominated the fight. I see a lot of people out there saying Charlo just came to get a bag. They're saying Charlo gave up. I disagree with all of that. And here's my take. My thing on the situation is this. I think that when you get in the ring, especially when you go up 2 weight classes, coming off a year layoff and all the things that's coupled into that, sometimes you jump out there and you think you can do something, but when you actually get in the ring, maybe your body ain't feeling the way you wanted to feel. And not to mention the man across the ring has a job to do too. And Canelo came out there and wanted to make a statement, and he did just that. I think what we saw was you saw Canelo was still, because Charlo didn't look bad. You know what I'm saying? His wits didn't look bad. His jab didn't look bad. His punches didn't look bad. It's just that Canelo was sharper, crisper. He was blocking a lot of stuff. He was stepping to him. His punch placement was crazy. Charlo showed that he could take a punch too, because Canelo caught him with some good stuff. So the notion that he just came out there and gave up, or the notion that he didn't come to fight, and the notion that he was there just to get it back, I think we overselling that. You know what I mean? I think in the back half of the fight, after the knockdown, and once he saw that he wasn't gonna get the dub, I think it was clear that I get why he didn't why he may have cashed it out then. But in the beginning, I think he was definitely still trying to win the fight throughout the fight. It just it got a little shaky. You know what I'm saying? It got a little shaky as the fight went on. So I mean, all in all, I don't think he has nothing to be ashamed of. I'm not gonna beat him down. I seen Cam and Mace, they really tore him up, and I seen he's getting his lumps today. But I don't think he should be celebrated, but I don't think he should be demonized and demoralized either, man. It just Canelo, man. Here's what I'm perplexed about. Since when is fighting Canelo just like fighting just anybody? You know what I mean? Canelo is Canelo. You know what I mean? Canelo did what Canelo do. Canelo came out there and he put forth a great effort. Canelo came out there and he, Canelo did, he put on a master performance. It was a master class. It was definitely, but I don't think, neither Jamall or Dirk James should be destroyed. And the way everybody's coming for Dirk James is a shame. My thing on that is this.
I got one problem.
I've seen so many coaches have worse runs, worse performances at Coach of the Year. I seen one year, I'm just gonna put it out there. I seen Freddie Roach one year was Coach of the Year, and every fighter he had lost. Manny got knocked out. Amir Khan got knocked out. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. got demolished by Sergio Martinez, and I didn't see this much flack. Bruh, do y'all realize what they're asking this man to do? Now, the trainer does have a job, but the fighters also have responsibilities as well. Y'all asking this man to train these fighters coming off year-long layoffs, eye surgeries, car accidents, hand surgeries, and putting them in the ring with the best of the best of the best, and saying that it's his fault that the results ain't good. Y'all got to factor everything that he got to deal with. The trainers always get the bum deal. You know what I'm saying? As soon as a fighter loses a fight, the first person to get fired is the trainer. You know what I mean? Even though these trainers go out there, you don't know. Listen, I'm speaking up for trainers, and I got a few of them. Hopefully they'll come through soon. The trainers put so much on the line for these fighters. The trainers put so much time, work, film work, road work. They put so much time into these situations for them to be always the one that's so easily demolished or demonized when a fight don't go the right way. It's crazy to me. Fighters got responsibilities too, and I'm not trying to throw Earl underneath the bus. I'm not trying to throw Jamall underneath the bus or any other fighter underneath the bus. But you're asking this man, you're putting this man's reputation in life and everything on the line, and you're asking him to take on the biggest fights of these fighters' career at the time. But they're doing it off injuries, they're doing it off surgeries, they're doing it off layoffs. Come on, man. Come on. Boxing is a lifestyle. Boxing is a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So he got to show up in the gym and do his job as a trainer, but you're asking a lot of them, man. You know what I'm saying? All his fighters, every fight he had recently is coming off a 16-month layoff. 16-month layoff, not to mention Jamall was coming off a hand surgery, 16 months layoff, and he moved up 2 weight classes. And we're blaming Dirk James? No. Come on, bro. Come on, man. And at the same time, his fighter did get out of there because for those that say, oh, he ran, he was scared, he didn't want to fight, he did that and the third. Had he stood there and got demolished like Earl, you be saying he got demolished and y'all be clowning him and putting up memes of him getting destroyed. He was in a no-win situation. He was not going to beat that man. No matter what he did Saturday night, he was not going to beat that man. You know what I mean? Canelo came out there. Canelo, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Am I the only one? When they came out with the Mexican rap song and all that, Canelo and them meant business, man. They was rocking. He was in his element. He felt good. He looked good. He was crisp. He was the better fighter in the ring. The better fighter won. You know what I mean? What's a bad situation to be in is when you're in the ring, when you're the smaller fighter and the bigger fighter is not only is he bigger than you, he's stronger than you. At this night and the way they was moving, he was better than him. His punches were sharper. His defense was A1. He was blocking everything. And then whatever got through, he was like, man, stop playing. Canelo was just different, man. He got in the ring and realized, hey, man, this man was more than I thought. It ain't hype. So that's that. On other news, in the comment section, tell me what y'all thought of the fight. Right now, we're just simply rating Jamall's performance. Is the flack necessary? Is the flack necessary for him or Dirk James? You know what I'm saying? Do you think they really just came there to get a check, or did the other people, Ed Reynoso and Canelo was just that much better? Which one was it? Also, the Ramos Ugas Lubin decision. I thought Ramos won the fight. Nothing against Ugas Lubin. Very cool guy, like the guy. But I think that Ramos won that fight. He looked like he was clearly dominating the fight. He was clearly in control of the fight. And then, yes, he did take his foot off the gas. They made an error. But see, it's kind of a catch-22. You know what I mean? You got to fight under control. You kind of coasting. Y'all gonna make fighters out to try to hurt other fighters when in these type of situations, because now you're making people feel, okay, in order for me to beat certain fights, I got to get a knockout. And, Maybe he didn't want to, go all out to try to get the knockout. He looked like he was controlling the fight. Looked like he landed the bigger, cleaner, stronger punches. I didn't see Eriksen Lubin do anything to really take over those last few rounds. It's just that Ramos wasn't as busy as he was in the earlier round. But that, to me, is not enough to take an entire fight. I can see making the fight closer, but to take the whole fight, nah, I don't agree with that. I think Ramos clearly won that fight. Clearly. And also in a clear, this decision was the right decision, but it was a clear domination. I do believe it's time for Ugas to go and move on. It's time for Ugas to move on. Ugas, time for him to ride off in the into the sunset, because nothing against Mario Barrios, but he wasn't supposed to be able to do that. You should not be getting off the mat from Mario Barrios. You should not have been getting off the mat. I almost went down again, almost got stopped. Barely made it out of there. Unless Mario Barrios, is filling out at 147 and getting stronger, he should not have been able to do what he did to Udanis Ugas. You had a nice run. You was able to pick up the pieces from the early defeats of your career, and you put together a nice little situation for you at welterweight. But my friend, it's time to say goodbye. It's time for Eriksen Lubin to move on. I mean, not Eriksen Lubin, it's time for Udanis Ugas to move on. But I definitely think that Ramos and Eriksen Lubin need to do it again. They need to run it back. I thought Ramos won that fight. And for those that say it wasn't a robbery, yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. For those that just tapping in, we just recapping Saturday night before we get into some of the other hot topics. Before we get into some of the other hot topics, we just want to chop it up and talk about what we got going, what happened on Saturday. And who do I got? Oh, I got Maniac McGizzy. Maniac McGizzy.
Yo.
So tell me, man, what did you think of the fight?
Which fight?
We know what we're talking about. The first one is going to be Canelo and Charlo.
All right, because I got a bone to pick with you, so I'm
let the bone go. But let the bone go.
I'm gonna wait. I think Jamall, to me, I feel like I read his mind. I feel like, to me, he realized he was not going to win this fight. He bit off more than he can chew. And in his mind, I feel like he was thinking, let me not just get knocked out.
When do you think that kicked in?
I think maybe the fourth round.
The fourth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
a lot sooner than I thought, but go ahead.
Yeah, I think maybe the fourth round. I seen a little bit more effort. Selfishly, because I can't sit here and tell nobody what I want them to do, because as a boxer, I feel like us as fans, we expect boxers to go out on their shield because of what they be saying, but they still human. You know what I'm saying? I think he tried to save face and not get knocked out. And to me personally, he had terrible instruction in the corner. That's just my opinion. But I'm not surprised.
Can't go up 2 weight classes, especially because Lubin definitely lost. I agree with you. So what's your bone, man? Let's get to it.
You told me Eriksen Lubin was going to get stopped, and you told me Mario Barrios. You said I had Ugas messed up, and Mario Barrios was going to get dominated. And I just want to say what happened.
Okay. I came in there right after that, and I admitted I was wrong. I thought Ugas had more in the tank than he did. He lost. Now, Eriksen Lubin didn't get stopped, but he lost.
I disagree highly.
Come on, bro. Eriksen Lubin lost that fight, bro. And y'all gonna make me go against my own guy. I like the guy. He's cool.
He didn't lose.
He did. Come on, bro.
He didn't lose, bro.
See, I'm keeping it real. Man, I'm cool with Eriksen Lubin, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all right here. He lost.
No, I feel like you bought into the commentary bias.
So now I can't watch my own fights?
I ain't saying that. But he didn't lose. Now, let me tell you why I think he didn't lose, right? You know, that was that fight I thought I couldn't pick. I picked every fight. I was able to pick every single fight but that one, because it was that close to me. It was 50-50. Jesus Ramos started off, I want to say those first 5 rounds. I gave Eriksen Lubin maybe 1 round out of the first 5. He came out, walking him down, letting his hands go, doing everything. If you listen to the commentary in the corner between him and his dad, they thought they had that fight in the bag. So the ego got the best of him. If you listen to Erickson Lubin corner, and you see the way he came out, he started letting his hands go, letting his jab go more. He started countering with the two, catching shots, rolling shots, hitting them up under with certain shots, just picking them apart. And he just, I guess, Ramos had a mental lapse. He didn't do the same shit he was doing those first 5 rounds. So yeah, I think Erickson Lubin deserved that. I think he deserved to win.
Is this? I'm gonna ask you an honest question. Now you can answer it any kind of way you want to. Are you saying that because you wanted him to win, or you think he really came back and won the fight?
I literally said I can't pick because I like Jesus Ramos a lot. I'm one of the only people that be in the room talk about Jesus Ramos and Erickson Lubin, and you know this. That's crazy. I couldn't pick. That was the only fight I couldn't pick, bro.
That's one of my Bowie State guys. Let me send him a message, see why he stepped away. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But keep on going. I listen to me, like my man Barrington just said. To me, I wanted Erickson. I picked them to lose, but I wanted them to win. It was one of them situations. I wanted them to win. You know what I'm saying? I wanted them to win. But the fight I saw, he didn't do enough to steal the fight. Yes, they took their foot off the gas. Yes, they slowed down. Did he do enough to take the fight? No. Come on, man. You know that.
I need us to get in the lab when this fight come out.
I refuse to. I'm not them type of fights. I'm not doing film studies on. I can't, bro.
Me too. I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's not what you think it is. I seen it totally different. I'm over there listening to the commentary bias, and I'm sitting here, and I had people over while I'm watching this fight. I'm sitting here telling them, we having conversations back and forth. I said, they about to rob Erickson Lubin, bro. This is some bullshit. Now, excuse my language.
Keep it clean.
Bullshit. Now, as soon as Erickson Lubin got the decision, I was like, that's what I'm talking about, boxing. That's what I'm talking about.
You said that's what you're talking about?
Boxing, yes. Boxing is normally it goes with the commentary bias, or they might sit here and rob the person that deserved to win. I'm sorry. I like Jesus Ramos. I talk about him all the time. A lot of people don't know about him, but he lost. That ego got the best of him, and he could have won. He could have won.
He did win, man. He won that fight, man. He won that fight, man. I'm sorry. I just don't listen. That's the type of listen to me. It looked like to me in the back half of the fight, the last few rounds, even though he was coasting, it didn't look like it was like Erickson Lubin was like, cool. You ain't trying to get me out of here. I'm going the distance with you. That's what it looked like to me. It didn't look like he was somebody that was trying to take the fight. They
tried to get him out of there. They did.
I'm talking about the last few rounds.
Okay.
Now, back to the original situation. I think everybody's been a little too. I don't know what it is. I think everybody's being way too hard on Jamall. And I think everybody's being way overly crucial of Derrick James. I think Derrick James is being unfairly crucified, man. It just don't make sense, bro. Listen what I'm saying. I'm gonna say what I said earlier. Do you realize, people, you're asking this man to take fighters coming off 16-month layoffs, going up 2 and 3 weight classes, hand surgery, eye surgery, car accidents. You want him to make more out of wine. He only a man.
It's not the issue with these are his fighters. He's not just taking these people off these layoffs, aka. The issue is when his fighters are in trouble, we start to see what type of coach he is. That's the issue.
What's that?
Now, because y'all don't feel the same way with him coaching them when his fighters get victories. Y'all don't feel the same way. Now, it's easy to tell somebody that's in there doing what they supposed to do. But now when they not doing what they supposed to do, now you see the real coach come out.
What should he say differently? And how do you know what they worked on in camp? You don't know. So what did he say? Because I'm telling you this like this. We can go back just like this. We can go back and look at fights like with Floyd Mayweather, right? Let's go back. When Floyd Mayweather got rocked, when Floyd Mayweather got rocked by Shane Mosley, right? Did Roger say something major in the corner? All he said was stop slugging and box. That's it. Because he knows the program of what we went through in camp.
Yeah, but at the same time, come on, man, that's his uncle. He been with that boy since he was a toddler. Derrick James literally inherited these people.
He inherited them?
He inherited them. Am I right or am I right?
He took over Earl right after the amateurs, bro.
So now
he didn't start with Jamall. No, he didn't. He didn't start with Jamall.
No Ryan, no Anthony Joshua, no Frank Martin.
You're giving now those are projects. Yup, you're giving them those are projects.
Not a project. All right.
Well, okay, let me ask you something. Is Ryan coming off a knockout loss or yes or no?
Yeah, but that don't make him a project.
That make you a project.
No, it don't. No, it don't.
Anthony Joshua coming off back-to-back losses.
No, he actually won before that. Did he not beat Andy Ruiz the second time?
No, he was coming off back. 2 fights. He lost to Usyk. Back-to-back fights, bro. Yeah.
Okay, so with that, the back-to-back losses
that make you a project.
Okay, that don't make him a project.
Here's a project.
All right, bro. Okay, let me tell you something, bro.
You done had 3 different coaches. You done had 3 different coaches.
Just remember you heard it here first, bro. Derrick James is a personal trainer that's trying to be a head coach.
Okay. Well, if he don't do nothing else, he's made it. Okay, he's made it. I just think he's being overly criticized and all that. So let me ask you something. Now that I got you here, you can come up here too, Charlie. Coming off of so Charlie. Wait a minute. First of all, don't be agreeing with Maniac. That's silly. But let me say this to you. First of all, I'm saying fighters coming off multiple losses and being with 3 and 4 different trainers, you are officially a project. I don't care what you say. You're a project. If I'm your 3rd or 4th coach and you don't have multiple losses, how am you not a project?
Oh, man. Project. You can't even.
What's up, man? Welcome in. Hey, listen. Hold on, Maniac McGee.
You can't even coach your first 2 fighters to win.
He can't coach his first 2 fighters?
He's a terrible fucking coach, bro. I'm sorry.
You just mad. You mad about something.
He liked the guy. My guy actually beat the shit out of him. What am I mad for?
Can you clean it up, brother?
Oh, my bad. I apologize. You know, my intrusive thoughts got the best of me, AK.
He said multiple trainers, multiple licenses. You're avoiding the fact that you just need to get you a forklift license.
I don't know what that means. Probably. I guess maybe.
I'm gonna put the link in the comment section in 1 second, y'all. Hold on, let me welcome my guy from Bowie State University. He's officially part of Let's Talk Sports, y'all. My man Kyron, talk to us, bro.
What's happening?
What's going on? What's happening? Let's talk sports. And my fault. I just got out of class. You know, I wanted to get in here and talk to y'all for a little bit to see what's going on and everything. Sorry, my connection a little bad. I'm walking over to the train station right now, so I might be in and out a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody said your fandom got the best of you. I don't know what that means, bro.
Me neither. I don't even know.
Tell me what that means. That the fan got the best of me. Tell me what that means, man. All I'm saying is, listen, boxing is the only. I think they're talking to me, but I think boxing is the only sport where I can see people get demoralized in one fight and demoralized the next. You know what I'm saying? Soon somebody win a fight. Oh my God, they better than this person. Everybody's scared of them. They the boogie, and then soon somebody, oh man, he trash. I just think we lose that too simple, man. You are all people who know what it's like to be in the ring and all that. You know it's different inside of that ring when that bell go ding.
For sure. That's why I can get a take that I'm giving, right? Now I got an analogy right quick, right? Why I feel like I read Jamill's mind was, think about, like, I know basketball and boxing is two different sports. Don't think about the physical demanding part of it, right?
Mhm.
When somebody getting blown up by 30 fucking points,
Can you stop,
right?
cousin?
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. All right. Somebody getting blown out by 30 something points, right? And then now it's like, we know we're not gonna come back. So now you got those certain players that just playing for stats, right? And to me, that's what Jamall was doing. He was in the sense of, I don't want to get knocked out. I'm gonna save face, and I'm gonna just fight to not. I'm gonna fight to survive more than try to fight to win.
I agree. Definitely. That's what he was on, especially after like the first couple of rounds. Like you could see he was really just in there to be in there. He wasn't in there to win. You could tell he wasn't fighting to win for most of that fight.
Interesting.
I'm gonna be more hard on Derrick James than I am on Jamall. Like I think the job that Derrick James did was terrible. That's just me, bro.
Well, let me give y'all another perspective. For the first 9 rounds of the fight, I saw a man who, for the first time in his career, could not figure out his opponent. I saw a man who realized the tall order that was in front of him was taller than he realized. He went up there. He knew he was going up 14 pounds. He knew he was fighting the #1 super welterweight. He knew all these things, and he thought he could
Middleweight.
overcome it. I mean, middleweight. That's what I said. He knew he could overcome all these things in his mind. And after rounds 1 through 4, that new turned into I think. And then after round 9, that I think was I need to do something out of desperation. And then it was the 12th round when he realized, hey, I got to throw something or I'm out of there. And that's when he realized he was out of there, the 12th round. That's he realized he lost in the 12th round. But you could tell by his demeanor, you could tell by his poise, you could tell by what he was doing. He thought he still had a chance. Even after he got dropped, he was like, damn, I can't get hit by these no more. If I get hit by these again, I'm definitely going down. But I have to figure out a way to beat this dude.
So let me ask you this, right?
Hold on before you. I'm gonna let you go. Before you let you go, and before I let my man go, I agree with what he just said. I can't believe it. I'm dumbfounded, but I actually agree with everything he said. But you'll go.
How is that different from what I said?
It's 1,000% different from what you said.
It's not. He just went more into detail about it.
It's 1,000% different from what you said.
That's literally pretty much what I said.
That's not what you said.
He bit off. So I didn't say he bit off more than he can chew, and he realized that in the ring. I didn't say that.
Hold on. Now check it out. Now, hey James, what's up, baby James? Listen to this. He said, "There's no magical corner man that will save Jamall or Anthony Joshua or many others. Sometimes one fighter is just not as good as the other."
And you know what? Let's go deeper into that. I'm gonna go deeper into that because I jumped on here to say I was wrong about one thing. I said that if Canelo didn't look like Canelo from 2018, 2017, he was gonna lose. Saturday, I saw a Canelo that was in there that wanted to show the world something. I don't know what he was showing the world because he's already got all the accolades, but he wanted to prove something that fight. And he went in there and he just bullied that man. And we've never seen Charlo bullied to that manner before. We've never seen him bullied to that extent before. We've seen guys come in there and say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna show Charlo who the H I am." You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna curse in here, AK.
Like you.
You know what I'm saying? We've seen that before, but we've never seen it to this magnitude. This was one of the
168.
This is one of the better Canelos that we've seen in quite a few fights. And this isn't the best Canelo, but this is one of the better ones we've seen in quite a few fights. And Charlo was not expecting this Canelo. He was expecting the Canelo versus John Ryder. He was expecting the Canelo versus Triple G. He was expecting the Canelo versus Bivol. He wasn't expecting who he got in there. He was not expecting that.
I'm stuck real quick. I want let my man from Bowie State tap in for me real quick, Hudson. You know, tell us what you think on the topic real quick. Well, I got you. I'm sending it in that.
What was the full on topic that y'all talking about? Like, obviously, I know you talking about how he looked in there in the ring.
We just talking about Charlo's performance.
Yeah. I just feel like obviously coming up 2 weight classes up to 14 pounds, he thought he could do something more than he could do, and he just got, I don't know how like to say it, but like met with the woo. Like he just wasn't ready for the power and everything that Canelo brought. Like he's an amazing fighter. They're both amazing fighters, but that night Canelo was just the better fighter, and he proved it. He showed it. It was just
Come on, Maniac McGee. Maniac Sanchez McGee. I know you got another hot take, but that is, what Zeus said and what you said is not the same. It is not. And I want you to tell me why it is. Oh, now you're running away from us? Listen.
What's up, bro? My bad.
So how was what he said and what you said the same?
Because he went more into detail with it. I literally said he bit off more than he could chew. You know, he realized that his fight to survive at a certain point. So what was so different than what he said?
Before you go, Brandon, let me say this. I agree with what Zeus said, but here's what I said. Here's my true assessment right here. I saw a fighter, right? Mm-hmm. Just like we said. And one thing I gotta disagree with what other people say is this: who said that the Canelo versus somebody bringing an echo? But who said that Canelo versus John Ryder, Canelo versus Bivol, the Canelo versus Triple G was bad Canelos? Who said that? Because they wasn't. They wasn't.
Think they were bad Canelos.
No, they weren't bad Canelos. That they weren't bad Canelos. They were Canelos that if you watch the fight and you watch what you saw last night, Saturday, those Canelos of that fight was not as jumping forward and as bully built as they was against that Charlo. That Canelo walked Charlo down.
He tried to walk down Bivol and couldn't. He couldn't walk down Bivol.
But you're saying the difference right there. One could, one couldn't. He did it. Not only did he succeed in walking him down,
bigger man.
He effortlessly cut him off in the ring so he couldn't go anywhere, got him over in them ropes, and then gave him the business and did not care whether he was blocking or not blocking. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
That's true. I didn't see.
He played football. He played a little bit of football.
Right. I didn't see that in the other fights as effortlessly as he did it against Charlo. That's all I'm saying.
Different men. Let's go, Brandon. What you got? I know you got something hot. You said bring
No. I mean, just saying hi to what everybody. I think what Sanchez and what Zeus said, I think everybody kind of said the exact same thing. What I would add into it is that I think you saw a Charlo that said, look, I am a B-side fighter. I'm supposed to lose this fight. I'm a guaranteed Hall of Famer. I'm one of only 2 current undisputed champions because, Haney has moved up, so it's really me and this guy, the only guy that can claim undisputed. Well, I guess Terrence Crawford, but depends on if he fights at 47. I don't have to go out here and die on my shield or prove anything because I can go back to 154 and fight another day.
Exactly.
So there's no sense in me trying to risk my health to prove a point. And I think that's a very smart move. I look at it, I know yesterday we're talking about basketball and sports. I look at it as if I'm a running back and I still got 3 or 4 more years left in me, we're 0-8, 0-9. There's no sense in me going and having 20 to 25 carries a game. The season's over. I don't have to play. You can bench me and let the second and third strings get beat up and let me be back fresh the next year. That's what I think Charlo was trying to do because if he's planning on having a future in boxing still, it does not benefit him to get a concussion at age 34. And that's all I was going to say to it. But you guys all basically said the same thing in different ways, from what I've heard.
Except for Maniac McGee, I don't think Maniac is on the same page as us at all. I totally don't think Maniac is.
Yeah, because y'all saying like after a certain round he gave up, or so to speak, or he was just in there to survive.
Maniac left. Go ahead.
When the punch stats don't show that. Like at all.
Come here, Charlie.
He was still throwing the same punches, still within the same percentage. If anything, round 11 was one of the best punch percentages he threw at 24.3%. So like we can't sit here and say, oh, at the last couple of rounds he just knew he was going to lose and he was ready to get out. That's not what the punching stats show, and that's not what we saw. Did we see a guy getting his tail whooped for 12 rounds? Yes, we did. But after he was dropped, I think he told himself and he told his corner, I'm not getting dropped no more, but I still got to figure this out, because he had 3 objectives up there. 1 was to beat Canelo. 2 was to see if he was good at 168. And 3 was to test all manners, the physicality, the training, the fact that he had just had the surgery. He was testing all of those things. So at the end of the day, mission was not accomplished in beating Canelo. At the end of the day, he saw 168 is not what he needs, where he needs to be. So he's not going to 168. And then the third mission was to, hey, can I still get in here and do what I do? Well, now the test of time will tell us, was the hand, was it hurting him? Was did the surgery work? Whatever. We'll know in the next couple of days if he makes an excuse or he doesn't. So I'm not just going to sit here and say from rounds 8 through 12 he just bowed out and defeated defeat. That's not what happened. And
yeah, let me bring Coach Ron in. Let me bring Coach Ron in real quick, y'all. What's up, Coach Ron Sims? I know you was there. I know you was in the building. Please give me your assessment of the fight, and is the criticism everybody giving Dirk and Jamall worth it? Talk to me, Coach.
Hey, how's it going, AKA? Thanks.
Hey, man, good to see you, man.
Hey, no, I wasn't in the building. I did watch it, but I was not in the building. I'm in Vegas, but I did not go. They got me running like a chicken with his head cut off here.
Okay.
And, so, but hey, I thought it was, it was as we expected, as most people expected. I mean, going up that many weight classes is, hey, it's not easy as this, as easy as said, and Canelo is who Canelo is, and there's levels, like they say, there's levels to this sport, and I thought it was a good fight. I don't have an assessment on it. It went the way that I thought it would probably go.
Do you think Charlo gave up? Do you think Dirk is horrible? Do you think any of these things?
No, I think that Canelo, he did some. I mean, he didn't get tired of that fight. He did some training in another spot and got his conditioning up to where it needed to be. And as you saw, he didn't sit down one round. He stood up the whole fight. Canelo is who Canelo is, and Charlo, he attempted to be great, but once you get in there and the punches are faster than what you imagine. They're harder than what you imagine. You got to make adjustments, and he tried to make adjustments, but hey, he figured that hey, he was smart. He got caught up. He got caught upside the head, and he was going to fight it out, but he thought about it and said, "Hey, let me take a knee." Okay. Some people say that he quit or gave up, but guess what? When Fondero did, everybody said he was smart. I thought it was a smart move on his part, and I thought that he boxed the best that he could at that moment. And I think that with all athletes, whether you win, lose, or draw, when we go in there, we don't go in there to lose. We go in there and we do the best that we can do at that moment. And I believe he did that. And it's nothing against Derek James, nor is it nothing against Charlo. Charlo gave his best. He dared to be great, and he fell short. Hey, he's gonna go back down to his weight class, and guess what? He's gonna come back stronger because he stepped up to another level, and hopefully he learned something from that. That's my opinion on my opinion and assessment on everything.
Real quick, I'm gonna read a couple comments. James said those are wise words from the coach, and he also said Charlo simply came to collect the fee knowing he couldn't win. It wouldn't be a fraud of a pay-per-view audience. I don't think he came in the ring knowing that. He came to win, but he couldn't cope with the strength. I agree. I'm be honest. Before anybody go, I'm gonna be honest, man. Listen, the fight I watched, it looked like you said, y'all. It looked like Canelo came on that thing on his P's and Q's, on some, y'all got me messed up. He was blocking everything. He was blocking everything. And what got through, he was like, man, stop playing with me. That ain't going to get it. And he came to put straight. I'm not going to lie. Am I the only one? I ain't going to lie. When he came out there with the rap song, and the rappers and all that, I said, man, he came to play. He came to boogie, man. That bundy. I said, oh man, my man in trouble tonight. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It was the same thing when Bud came out with Eminem, and then when Canelo came out there with that I said, oh man, my man in trouble.
When he had them Crown Royal shorts on, I knew he was about to do something, man. I said, oh nah, my man's coming out here ready to do something, man. Like, put it to him, man. He did what he needed to do. You know, I'm not gonna lie, Canelo shocked me. You've heard me be very, very direct about Canelo, and I've been very critical about Canelo these past couple years. And he did exactly what I said he needed to do. And you know, and that was come out there and look like Canelo of old. What he said after the fight, you know, we went up in the mountains and we trained for 3 or 4 months. He got that stamina right. We've seen Canelo in his last couple of fights after round 6. We wondering where's the stamina, you know, where's the effort, you know what I'm saying? And he'll still be winning the fights, but he looks gassed. That fight on Saturday, he did not look gassed in any of those rounds. He came to boogie. So, you know, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'll take my L in stride, you know, but yeah, that was a different Canelo. I haven't seen that Canelo in a while. Not even gonna lie to you.
I disagree.
Well, you know, AKA, I don't think he was tired, but I also think this was a fight where he wasn't pushed like he normally was. He was fighting a super welterweight. He was fighting a guy that barely breaks the middleweight division, and it wasn't like Charlo was pushing him around or really making him exert a lot of energy. If we're gonna talk about like Canelo, this technically would be the smallest fighter he has fought in several years. He's not, no, because other than that, it's been guys who are either 160, 175, or 168. This is a guy that's never been higher than 154.
Hey, but Brandon, nobody ever pushed Canelo. Who pushes Canelo around? I've never seen Canelo pushed around by nobody. I don't care who you say. He has never been pushed around.
And that may be the case, Coach.
And not even Triple G. And I mean, Triple G was, you know, supposedly the stronger, bigger guy. He may have been at that time, but he didn't even push Canelo around. Canelo outboxed him. Then outboxed him was the first time. Then the second time, he kind of like stepped to Triple G, and then the third time it was like no problem at all.
Well, the one thing I do like about this fight is, and I said this, win, lose, or draw, these guys' legacies have already kind of been cemented. Once again, Canelo is back in top 5 pound for pound after this win. He was ranked number 7 before this win, and now he's ranked number 4, I think, in the pound for pound charts. So that's cool. But regardless what happens, if these guys retired today or tomorrow, if they retired before that fight, if they retired after that fight, I don't think it changes anything on their legacy. I think that's how much that they've done for the sport of boxing. I think that's how far up on the list that they are. You feel me? That it's, you know, these are two of the best. They went and they fought. They did their thing. Charlo's going to go back down to 154. You know, Canelo's going to see Benevidez or Boo Boo or the winner of that or whatever he's going to do. And that's their legacy right there. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad that this fight happened, but this doesn't change how I feel about Charlo, and this doesn't change how I feel about Canelo. Two phenomenal fighters that went in there, gave it they all, and, you know, it's business as usual.
I don't want Charlo to go back to 154. Do you think that's healthy, Coach? I think I can see maybe 160, but I don't think he could cut all of that back and still be crisp. Am I wrong?
Well, you know what? It's very interesting. I heard somebody else say that yesterday, but nobody said that when Canelo did it. I mean, you know, we make assumptions and decisions depending on, you know, who we like and who we don't like, or I don't know why, But you know, and people reference the Roy Jones going up to heavyweight and coming back down.
That was extreme.
But I think that if you seen Charlo, he just had to cut less than what he usually cut. And
Okay.
you know, he walks around big. He's a big guy. Him and his brother are both big guys. They walk around big, but then they cut down to that weight. I couldn't believe that I can't believe that either one of them make you know even make 160 because they some big guys. I seen them in person, and some people say they like 5'11" or whatever, but I think they look more like 6'3" to me. But I'm getting old, so I don't know.
I got two questions for you, Ron. Right now, Jamall cutting weight. Let's say he hypothetically goes back down to 154, right? And we look at his body at on Saturday. He didn't look shredded. He just looked like he fought what he naturally might have walked around at. He didn't look. He just looked flabby a little bit to me.
He did. He
So
did. He did.
I agree. I agree.
He absolutely did.
He just looked like, yeah, I was just in the gym just to lose his weight or to gain this weight, and I'm just fighting, what I naturally might walk around at just when I'm in the gym lifting or strength and conditioning or something along those lines. I don't think it'll be an issue if he cuts back down to 154. And the second question is like him, like for me, I felt like I kind of read his mind, almost in the sense of he knew. I feel like at a certain point in this fight, he knew I'm not going to beat this guy, so I just don't want to get knocked out. Do you think that's less honorable, or like just not honorable as a fighter? How you feel about that?
You know what? I think that I don't know, about mind reading, but I think that he went out there and gave his best. After he had went down, after he took that knee, it's not like he quit. He still try to pick spots where he tried to throw he threw combinations. So I don't think he didn't go in there. He didn't go in there to lose. He did, and I think even at the end, and at the end, he apologized to DJ because he knew he felt short, but why jump off a bridge, man?
Right.
Go ahead and walk across the bridge. Why jump off of it? Just walk across it. And I think he made it to the other side, and he got an education. He learned. And I think it's going to make him better the next time he comes out. That's just my opinion.
Right. No, I agree. Now, I asked you that to say this, right? Because I feel similar. I feel like, of course, I don't know 100%. I can't read minds, but I feel like I kind of seen it in his eyes and his action. It's like, unless I land some good, which he did. He landed plenty good shots, and Canelo just walked straight through him. He walked straight through him. So I kind of feel like I seen in his eyes that probably not going to beat this dude. So my best bet is just do as best as I can and not get knocked out.
Let me ask you something, though, Maniac. I got a question for a lot of people. A lot of people before that fight thought Charlo basically was just was kind of a one-dimensional fighter. He could just try to knock people out. But I said a lot of people. I didn't say you. But did he not show? Even though it didn't work against Canelo, he did show that he had some real boxing skills.
Well, I mean, if people follow the Charlo twins as much as I did, if people followed them, from the beginning, they would know that Jamall was always they had a whole little stigma that Jamall was the better boxer. And before he even got with Derrick James, he wasn't power hungry. When he was still with Running Shield, he was literally boxing people on his back foot, like doing it all when it comes to boxing skills. So I wasn't surprised whatsoever. So I feel like those people just need to do their homework on who Jamall is.
I'm confused. I'm really confused as to why people are pushing a narrative that after Charlo got dropped, he was just trying to stay alive or trying to just not get knocked out when the stats are here. The power shots that he landed 27% of his power shots in the 7th round before he got dropped. In round 8 and round 9, he landed 33 and 43%. I mean, 33% and 46% precisely. The total punches that he landed from round 7 through 12 progressed. He went from 18% to 23%. He dropped down to 20%, then went back up to 23%, then 22%. So why are we creating a narrative that's not even based on the facts? Like, the dude was still punching. The dude was still landing the punches that he was landing before. The dude wasn't getting hit or dropped the way that he got dropped in the 7th round. But now the narrative is he was just in there trying to survive because he switched strategies
question though, Zeus.
so that he could still live to fight. Like, he's still trying to win this fight. You want to tell me a dude not trying to live to?
Who you talking about, Zeus?
I'm talking about Charlo. I'm talking about Charlo.
Are you speaking about the people?
About a narrative? No, he's talking about the narrative of people. Period. From what
No, there was definitely.
Where you at, Coach? Coach, where you at?
From Saturday all the way up till today, there was a narrative.
Not you, Coach. Not you, Coach. I'm talking about Coach Sean. Coach Sean, I sent you the link. You need to be in here. Don't just say what's up, family. Come in here, Coach Sean.
Hey, also, I was thinking that people have that narrative because they create that narrative because they've never seen Charlo fight someone like that.
Exactly.
When he fight people, he fights them differently. But see, that goes to show you that Canelo is on a whole nother level. So he had to make that adjustment. Whereas if he fought somebody like the people that's on the level that he usually fights, he fights differently. And that's that would be the case for for anyone.
No, that's facts because I saw him defer from the body shots that he was attempting to throw in the beginning of the fight to attempt to catch him with a punch that was going to put him down because he understood the futility in the fight. It's round 9. You're down big on the scorecard. You gotta drop him. No matter what you thought you did round 1 through 4, rounds 5 through 9, the judges gave it to Canelo. You know what you got to do. You know what you got.
My man came with punch stats and punch percentages.
Nah, AK, I'm being for real though, bro. Because one thing I will say though is when I saw the fight, I'm leaving where I was at watching the fight. Like, dang, son, like at least Charlo could hold his head up, saying that he finished the fight like really swinging, like he was still. And everybody was like, nah, he was running, he was scared, he was this, he was that, he was. And I'm like, are we all watching the same fight? Have we seen Charlo fight before? Like, you can't praise your favorite fighter for doing the same thing Charlo did, but then badmouth Charlo for doing it. Like, is it Uchiwali or one Mike? Which one is it?
AKA, I did want to say one thing that I saw some maturity in Charlo, because this is a Charlo that I've always said, hey, he's emotional. He's a little bit too emotional. But in this fight here, he showed some maturity and he controlled his emotions in this fight, and I thought that was some growth that I definitely saw in the guy in this fight, and he's gonna be better because of this fight. I really believe so.
Can I ask a question right quick, y'all?
I'm trying to go ahead.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, AK. My bad.
Go ahead. Ask your question, because then after that, I'm gonna bring Coach Sean in. But go ahead.
Why when it comes to boxers, we just so obligated to go out on our shield? We so obligated to go out there and get knocked out. If you don't get knocked out, you pretty much ran, or you're on your toes and you're using your foot, your footwork, you're running, and we just so obligated to go out on our shield. If we don't get knocked out, we ran. Why? Like, what's like, we human, bro. Like, I don't get it.
I can answer that because some people, their perception of boxers are you're supposed to be a gladiator. Like, you're supposed to be Maximus, and you're supposed to you're supposed to they want to see this. They want to every bout they want to see somebody that's what the spectators want to see. But we as boxers or those that are boxers, some of them feel like they're gonna go out. They got to go out and show, like a Deontay Wilder. He gives that perception. Hey, don't ever stop my fight. Okay, you know, so when people hear that, they feel that okay, that's how boxers are, you know. But all boxers aren't that way. A majority of boxers aren't that way. Hey, and then also the people that care for them, hey, that really care for them is not. They're not going to allow that to happen. So, you know, that's the perception that a lot of people have, and it's a misconception of what boxers really are. Like you said, boxers are human as well.
Guess what? And guess what? If you went out that way, they was gonna clown you anyway. Even if you went out on your shield, they still gonna clown you. Now I'm gonna pass the mic to Coach Sean, then I'm gonna come to Charlie. Come on, Coach Sean. I've been dying to hear you give us this hot take.
What's going on, y'all?
Now don't say what's going on. Get to the hot take.
Don't say that. Oh, I felt like Charlo realized he bit off more than what he could chew. I feel like Charlo saw earlier that whatever Canelo had, it was real. And you know, I was going for Charlo. You know, I don't like Charlo nor Canelo, but I was going for Charlo. I won't know on the fence type. I'm going for him. Yeah, I'm going for him. If this, nope. I say I'm going for Charlo. I want Charlo to win. I'm going for Charlo. One thing I did see, and I watched it with one of my coaches and a couple of our fighters, and when they first came out, I seen them, you know, moving in the circle, boxing in the circle. I said, okay, the movement, that's good. And I told my fighters, I said, but he can't step back. If he step back, he gonna get it away. Near the end of the round, he stepped back. He took 2 steps back. I said, dang. Next round, it was a big difference with Canelo. Canelo went on and came to him. The other thing that I saw that he didn't do, that he did that I ain't like, was the type of movement he had started doing. I want to say it was the second round, the type movement that he's doing. One thing that I realized is that type of movement, not what he started out doing in the first round, that was great. The other type movement was when you do that type of movement, the natural reaction for your opponent is to come to you. And Canelo was the wrong type guy that, to have him come to you. Do I think it's so much in skill when it comes to Canelo? Nah, I just think the strategy that he has. He gonna beat on your hips. He gonna punch you in your thigh. He gonna beat your arms. And in time, and in a round or two, as the fight go on, your power gonna diminish. Why? Because your arms is wore out. You can't really move effectively. Why? Because your legs, your hips, and those tricks right there, those are old school tricks. Those are things that I learned from guys like Pete Joyner, an old trainer. Did he fight scared to me? Yeah, he did. He ended up fighting scared to me. Did I want to see him get knocked out and all that? No. Like somebody mentioned, that going out on your shield. No, because everybody don't bounce back like that from that. So would I want to see a fighter intentionally go out like that? Nah. Sometimes you just in there with a better man. And definitely that was it. That was the case for Charlo.
Okay, can I add something?
Go ahead.
I think people are I don't know if they saw it or what, but I think the most important thing that Canelo did, and it worked to a T, is that jab. That jab was a killer. Okay, he couldn't miss. He couldn't miss with that jab. Okay, now the punches in the arm or whatever, I don't think it's as I don't think it was as effective as it has been in the past. Like when he fought what was the guy from Canada or somebody, but with Charlo. Charlo, yeah, he felt the power, but guess what? Charlo still was throwing punches. I don't know if y'all realize that Charlo, it didn't keep him from throwing his punches. His punches they weren't, when he did catch him, Canelo was eating like Pac-Man, like it was like no problem. But it wasn't like he still was throwing though. I'm telling you, Charlo still was throwing. It wasn't it didn't hurt him or anything, but I don't think he gave up. So a lot of people think he gave up, but I don't. It's just that it was a whole nother level.
Right.
I don't think he gave up, Coach. I don't think he was ever there.
But
he was never there. He was never in the fight, man.
But you know what?
He never planned to be in a fight.
You don't think he tried to fight?
Nah, I think he just.
Oh man, he tried to fight, but
I think y'all saying two different things. I think what Joe's saying is the fight was never competitive, but but Coach is saying he was trying to fight.
I don't see.
I don't feel like he was trying to fight.
I disagree
if he was
with that.
trying to fight, man, we would have known like that dude with all that aggression. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. You know what I'm saying? On his shoulders, like
Joe. I'm coming to Charlie. Hold on, Charlie. Joe, listen. When you eat your grits in the morning, it's different when you put butter on it than when you put hot sauce.
You put hot sauce on grits.
Hey, Joe. Hey, can tell you, I'm a big Charlo fan.
Me too. You from my neighborhood,
man. We debate this all the time, and he ain't come to fight, man.
Come on.
He ain't. I'm
a big Charlo fan, and I disagree.
I feel like
I can't believe you, Charlie. Charlie. You've been watching boxing for almost 40 years. You are better than that.
And the reason I say that is because the way he fights. The reason I told you I thought he was going to get knocked out is because the way he fights. He's an emotional fighter. He's a very emotional fighter. If he feels like he's losing, he's going to fight.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to fight. He's going to go for the knockout. He's going to go for the knockout, and he's going to fight. Did he go for the knockout that night?
He tried. I think he did.
I think he did.
He hit him one time. He hit him, and he ate it like Pac-Man. He was like, "Oh God, dang, this dude could take a punch." Hey, man, oh man.
Okay.
You got smart.
When does he only throw one hard shot?
You catch somebody with a hard shot that would knock somebody out, and they just eat it.
But when he
guess what? You like, hey, man, I hit this guy hard, and God dang, he ain't even budge. I better watch out.
Not only did he not budge, he kept coming forward.
Hey, listen, like Zab Judah said, Zab said this right here on here. He said, when you hit somebody with your hardest shot and they don't move, he said that is demoralizing to a fighter. He said that take all the energy out of you.
You keep hitting him with that hard shot.
Come on, man. He was eating that stuff like candy.
Man, come on, man.
Bro, that is easier said than done. The man went up 2 weight classes.
No. I'm not saying he was going to beat him. I thought he was going to get knocked out. I'm saying he stopped fighting. That's what I'm saying.
I knew he wasn't going to fight the same way, though.
I mean. Okay, it would have been dumb for him to fight.
I'm gonna tell you something real quick, Charlie. You got to fix them earbuds, whatever you rocking with, brother. You got to fix them earbuds.
Let me say this right quick, because here's the thing. I just heard my brother just say that Charlo didn't come to fight. Then he said the fight that Charlo usually fights, that would have gotten him knocked out. So because he changed the style of fighting that would prevent him from getting knocked out, he didn't come to fight. Because I just read the CompuBox stats. The CompuBox stats don't match the narrative that y'all are pushing, because the boy went from an 18% total punch landed in round 7 when he got dropped upwards to 23%, 20%, 23%, 20%, and 19%. So the CompuBox stats don't match. The fact that we're saying he wasn't throwing power shots, but he landed 27% of his power shots in round 7 when he got dropped. But then round 8 and 9, he landed 33% and 46% power shots because he
No, you
knew
can't do
he
that,
would
coach.
have to
Because
knock him out.
if you don't throw a lot, of course you land in a high percentage.
But that's because
Exactly.
he's
Come
still
on,
He
man.
landed 60. He landed 60
Come on,
punches.
coach.
he landed 71.
Golly.
But I mean,
If
that's
I
cool.
throw
Take away
5
11 of his
punches,
punches.
Wait.
Like the stats are
broken
there,
He
bro.
landed
Like we
71.
can't
What I was
keep
about to-
making
where I was
narratives
about to
that
go
don't
at
fit
was
the stats. Y'all
Billy
keep making
Joe.
narratives
Billy
that
Joe
don't fit
got
the
knocked
stats.
out in the 8th. He landed 60 punches.
Bro, the dude never
Hey,
stopped. Bro, the amount of punches that he threw did not change.
hey,
29,
Joe.
36, 45, 39, 39, 36, 38, 39,
AK,
34, 34, 35.
Go
Why?
ahead,
Because
coach.
you
AKA,
can't
Oh,
just say
hold
all of
on,
a
hold on.
sudden he stopped throwing punches.
Hold on, Zeus. Go ahead, coach.
AKA, okay. See, I'm listening to Joe and Charles, and they're saying the guy wasn't trying. But I'm gonna have an analogy for you. You have a college basketball player that's killing in college. Then he comes to the NBA and plays against a Kyrie Irving, and but he's not scoring now. But in college he killed. That's the same thing. It's a different level.
I
Okay,
agree with
you're
that.
gonna look different. Okay, it's not that he didn't try. It's just that, oh man, this ain't working here. It ain't working on this level.
Okay, now I agree with Coach.
Hey,
Did he try to
I
go
got
for the
a couple
knockout or
things to
not?
say.
He
Hey,
did. He hit the man
did.
with his best shot. It didn't work.
Yeah,
It didn't work.
his best wasn't good enough. His best wasn't good enough, bro. We can concede that. Even me, somebody who's a Charlo fan who has thought Canelo has lost steps. He looked really, really good. You couldn't do nothing with him. You couldn't do nothing with him on Saturday. No matter what Charlo threw, Canelo had an answer for it. Canelo trained for Charlo. Charlo trained for Canelo, and Canelo trained for the unknown. Canelo was ready for everything that was in there that night, and that's what he looked like all 12 rounds.
All right,
Me personally, I think that's the same Canelo. I don't think it was a different Canelo.
Yeah, I didn't see
I
no
agree.
difference either.
I agree.
He
I
tried to
agree. I
bully.
think
He
the
tried to
same
bully a
Canelo too.
smaller guy. That's
Well,
what he does. He
well,
tried
have
the
y'all
same
have
bullying
y'all ever
tactic with
seen
Big
Canelo
Paul.
not? Have y'all
Yeah.
ever seen Canelo not sit down?
No,
Have you ever seen him not sit down?
no.
That's a
Oh,
different
talking
Canelo.
about in the corner. Now that was
Yeah,
different.
have you ever
That
not
was
seen him
different.
sit down?
Oh, he was in
That was
hella
something
shape.
different.
Oh,
That
he
was
was in
something
great shape.
new.
So that means he
That
was
ain't
more
not the same
focused.
That
Canelo.
man went
Let's
up
say
to
that
that
mean he came in
mountains.
there
I
focused,
give you
huh?
that,
That
Coach.
man went
He
up to
was
the
in great
mountains and
shape. He did
trained for
not sit
3
down
months
anytime in
so
that
that
fight.
his
That was crazy.
stamina could be
Hey,
there
listen, man.
for the late parts of the rounds. Like,
Hey,
come on, man, that's a different
guess
Canelo.
what? Guess what
Okay,
though?
I
Guess what
get that.
though?
I get
Guess
it.
what he said though? He said all this nice talk and all this sweet talk you give me. Nah, man, I'm not buying it. I'm going to the mountains and get right. But this is what we're gonna do, everybody. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go around the room. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to say who you is, where you be, what you got going on. Start with Maniac McGee. When is your next fight? Tell us what you got going on, Maniac McGee.
Shout out to everybody on the panel. Shout out to AK for having me. My next fight is October 21st, Fayetteville, North Carolina. Going for 4-0. We will be 4-0, and we're gonna build off that. Y'all can follow me on IG at Poppy_Chulo2. You can follow me on TikTok at Poppy_Maniac, and just follow my career, man. Shout out to Let's Talk Sports, y'all, one of my sponsors, man. Shout out to Pro League, one of my other sponsors too, man. Just follow the journey.
All right. Coach Sean, come on, talk to us. Tell us what you got going on. Tell us what you got up and coming and all of that.
Right now, I'm working, on this boxing line that I have. Trying to wait on the legal things to come through, so I can start pushing it. Is just selling some hoodies and t-shirts. These hoodies and t-shirts, dope idea. I done got a lot of great feedback from it. I was actually pushing it for the kids, but the adults seem to really, really be into it. So I'm gonna probably end up doing it just for, adults and kids. So stay tuned for that.
All right, Tell the people about what you want to keep it under wraps about the new program you coming out with, or you want to say that for another announcement?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that because I'm waiting.
All
I'm
right.
waiting on the legals to go
All
finish
right,
up.
boom. Coach Ron Sims, tell us what you got going on. What are you doing out Vegas? Talk to us, Coach. You're on mute, Coach. All
Okay,
right.
I'm out here in Vegas, helping where I can help out. I'm here supporting my boys, Troy Isley and Shakur Stevenson, November 16th. T-Mobile Arena, check them out. They're gonna do their thing, and that's it. I appreciate you having me on the stage, AK. Thank
Appreciate you, Coach. Appreciate you, Coach. We definitely be in touch. Now, we got my brother Joe Prophet from the OSOS podcast. He was in music videos and all that. Talk to us, Joe.
What's going down? Shout out to all my people. Let's talk sports, man. I know y'all love me. I love y'all back, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate AK for having me. One half of one of the dopest podcasts out right now, the OSOS podcast. You can follow us on IG, Twitter, all streaming platforms, the OSOS podcast. And love coming up on this panel. And again, appreciate AK for having me.
Man, you ain't gonna tell the people about the video you was in, man.
Shout out my dog, Baby Bash and Paul Wall. They had me in their new video, fogging out the Cadillac. You can check that out on YouTube. They gave my brand a nice boost in there. The Pro Leaf brand for all my smokers out there that like the natural leaf. So yeah, man, it was a great thing. It was a beautiful experience, and I appreciate it.
All right, Charlie, man. Listen, cousin Charlie right here, man. He's part of Let's Talk Sports, y'all. He's extended version of the Let's Talk Sports team. So we're gonna get him all the way out here, y'all, soon. Also, real quick, Coach, for those that didn't know, I recently entered into a partnership with Bowie State University. That was actually one of my guys that was on here a little earlier. It's a lot of behind the scenes things that we're gonna be doing with Bowie State. I will keep y'all posted on that. Also, if this thing goes right, they're looking at maybe obtaining a situation with me permanently, and let's just keep it all moving. All in all, man, everybody on this panel, when y'all checking these guys out, these are people out here that are working together, working hard to build things for themselves, their communities, their families. So support all of them. Support Maniac, support Charlie, Joe Prophet, Coach Ron. Like he said, he out there in Vegas with Shakur. He got a mighty big fight coming up. That's all I got for you. Oh yeah, Joe Prophet, CJ Stroud is the truth.
Hey, hold on real quick.
Bulls on correct.
How y'all gonna say that he realized he couldn't hurt Canelo and all of this, but still say?
Go ahead, finish your thought.
Yeah,
I want you
here.
No, he caught himself. Finish your thought. No. Don't backpedal now. Finish your thought.
I don't know if he's gonna come off mute, but I want to say this. Ron, I know you ain't been in the room lately, but I feel like I'm standing alone. Shakur about to dog walk this dude. I don't think it's gonna be easy, but I don't think it's gonna be hard. I think they got Shakur blanked up, to be honest.
I agree. Nobody argues that.
DelaSantos Stevenson is going down.
We might be another Vegas, Coach. I say my spot, Coach. I might be out there, Coach.
I think I got to pull up on you for that one, Coach.
Hey, Coach. Say my spot. I might be out there, Coach.
I'm about to pull up for that one, AK, man. You know what I'm saying?
That joint in the middle of the week. We might be out there, Jones.
Hey, that's my flavor right there.
Yeah, and I could be back home by the weekend. Say less.
You heard?
Yeah, we might be out that joint, but look, y'all, let me clean this studio up, get myself together. I'll be in the room with y'all a little later, but I appreciate y'all for stopping through, man. Like I said, man, listen, I'm trying to tell you, man, this thing about to be way different. Man.
I believe it. You deserve it, bro.
Let's get it.
All right, man. Talk to y'all soon, man. Appreciate it.
Peace.
Wow.
Yes,
Also, let me give a closing thought. Listen, my closing thought is this. I know we as fans love, your teams, you love your favorite fighter, you love these things, man. But listen, these people go out there, put their bodies, their health, and everything on the line. I just think it's very disrespectful for people to call people cowards and all these type of things and try to check people's manhood. This is still the place to come to get expert comments. I appreciate you, Jane. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all for staying with me. Also, like I said, I'm working diligently, behind the scenes with, different people to try to work things to get it, to be on a broader scale and, and also work to bring better content. You know what I mean? I want the content to be a lot better, but I appreciate y'all that's rocking with me now. I appreciate you, James. You've been here from day one. I appreciate that. But yeah, I just think people use these words that they describe athletes a little too loosely, man. You know what I mean? Especially if you don't know what it takes to actually go through it. What up, Mott? You know what I mean? Like, if you get a chance, because a lot of what's in areas, there's boxing gyms all around. When you get a chance, and they don't mind people coming in, especially they know that you really love the sport, go in there and check out a couple training camps. Check out some of them camps, even in whatever the sport is. See what these people actually go through. And before you say, oh, this person's a coward, this person's scared, we lose that stuff too loosely. You know what I mean? We use this stuff too loosely. I was on my way out, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you. I'm going to hit you up in a little bit, Mike. You know what I mean? Y'all better win tonight, boy. But like I said, man, appreciate y'all for building with a brother, man. And like I said, we look to bring y'all nothing but more and more content. Matter of fact, my birthday is Friday. I ain't gonna tell you how old I am, but I am turning I will be a year older officially on Friday. I will be back at y'all either later on today or tomorrow. We're gonna do our NFL talks. We're gonna get into that. I think I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to do the NFL talks. I wish, Chase. I wish I could go back to 29. You know what I mean? I wish. But like I said, man, shout out to y'all, Motley. I'm an antique. Antiques are good. People collect antiques. Antiques are good. You know what I mean? I don't mind being an antique. Man. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna do some things with Cut Up. I gotta answer a couple emails, a couple calls before I get out of here, man. But I appreciate y'all. We're gonna keep working to make this thing better. And this man right here, you also gonna help enhance this program as well. So appreciate you all. We out.